It happened again. I didn't tell you, probably type one if you remember seeing me on the side of the road when my Kia broke down on the way to Las Vegas. It ended up being a blown motor. And I've got something to show you right now. And I'm going to talk about this, and I think it's going to really inspire some people. What does that mean? Type it below. I'm in my work truck right now, my company truck. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple of stories, and I wasn't planning on making a video today. This video is not monetized. I don't want to make any money today. But I believe that this is being done on purpose, and I want to hopefully inspire some of you, because the second my engine blew on a truck that I really like, I thank God for it all the time. I'm going to tell you some stories, and then I'm going to tell you why I felt total peace on the freeway as my truck shut down, power steering gone, something in the motor clanking around. I just got the oil change, by the way, and found some interesting parts in my engine compartment. So I'm going to tell you why I feel at peace right now, because I hope this is going to inspire some people. So let me start by saying that I've driven the same truck from 2005 to about a year and a half ago. F-350. You guys have seen it. The paint's fallen off. I thank God every day I got into that truck. I was so grateful for that truck. I didn't care what it looked like. Friends and family would be embarrassed to drive in it. Honestly, they wouldn't want to drive with me, but I was so grateful for my truck. I've driven beaters my entire life. That was an F-350. I used it for flipping tractors, trailers, flipping homes, and I was very grateful for it. I never went by looks. And then one day I decided it was time to buy a new truck, and I bought my dream truck. And again, every day I thank the Lord for it. Fast forward or back up, 3 weeks ago, I'm going to Las Vegas to meet with 850 people from Ninja Nation. Type 3 if you were down there. And I almost missed the entire weekend because my car blew up in the middle of nowhere. The engine detonated. I actually had a vision of it happening a couple days before and didn't think about it. Carlos, I wasn't planning on doing a video today, just so you know. I wasn't planning on doing a video at all. I just wanted to be at peace and at rest because there's a big transition happening in my life, and I want to be I want to be this last week in Vegas. The appointment that I almost missed was very intense, very emotional, and it's really shown me, and I'm trying my hardest to step into my calling. Well, when the engine blew, and for those of you that are here, I'm not getting emotional because of this. my truck's motor is just blown, and it shouldn't happen. This is not normal. But the first thing, I'm on the freeway and my motor loses power, and I start going, God, what do you have for me? All of a sudden, this joy, and it's very important that we keep our mouth, our voice, our words aligned with where we want to go in life. Now, my motor on my Kia just blew. And I'm going to tell you about how that got fixed. It was actually remarkable. Kia gave me a brand new motor for a 2014 Kia Optima. And the way it lined up was just perfect. All right. Now I'd really rather my low mileage truck not blow up. And it's probably something that they did at the dealership. So we're going to have to deal with that, right? Because they're going to feel super awkward. Because I found a puddle of oil in my driveway as I went to the fire station. My wife texted me and goes, there's a puddle of oil in the driveway. Oh gosh. So here, I instantly felt peace, and I started thanking the Lord, what do you have for me? What are you trying to show me? 2 motors of vehicles I take care of in that amount of time, that's not normal. So I believe that God has something to show me. And I wasn't going to make a video, but instantly I just felt like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to share with you what I'm going through. Because I believe there's some people that are going to watch this and be really blessed, not because of me and my words, but because of something that you're going through in your life and you needed to hear this message. So if this is you, type it down below. When things happen to us, how we react to them is 90% of the problem. We actually create 90% of the problem, the way we react in life. It's like when you start getting the sniffles and you're like, I'm not feeling well, and you're thinking it, but the second you speak it out, you've now encapsulated that illness onto your body. Most people don't realize they do that. When something in business doesn't go right for you, you say, this always happens to me. I had a business part like this. All she ever did was everything. Everyone's out to screw me. Everyone's screwing me. This always happens to me. This figures. This is my life story. That person has claimed constant failure in their life. Now, when I started this channel, I wanted to be a motivational speaker. And of course, I was going to use finance to help people get out of the debt that they've been in and grow generational wealth and live happy lives, be able to bless other people. But really the underlying was, I've always wanted to be the cheerleader that my mother was and my Nana was, my grandmother. And after they passed away, I didn't have any cheerleaders. And I said, well, then I'm just going to become the cheerleader of the world, right? And I'm trying to be very sensitive to what God is trying to do in my life. And I would be remiss. I'm not a preacher. I'm not perfect. As a matter of fact, I'm a total screw up. And this morning I was praying about it and going, God, I'm just embarrassed to even pray right now because I'm a screw up. But I want you to know you can't be embarrassed to ask for forgiveness and embarrassed to stand back up. It's the same thing in business. Successful people, the thing that separates successful people is as they fail, they look at it as a badge of honor because they tried. You never regret the swings that you tried when you tried to hit the ball. You always regret the swings you never made. Nobody on their deathbed looks back on regrets of all the failures they had. They regret of the things they didn't try. Because at the end of your life, you have enough wisdom to go, I could have done it. It was me that was holding me back. And I'm sitting on the side of the road here. And the Kia thing, I was going to do a video out in front of Kia, the Kia dealership that totally hooked me up and the way they took it. It was the craziest story. I'm probably going to make a story on it. Just to bless that dealership, but also to just put that blessing in the score books, right? So that you can be blessed, because it says that it's by the power of our testimony in which how we overcome, right? Which means when I tell you something happens in my life and how I overcame it, it gives you the faith and the encouragement to get through something in your life. That's what that means. And I'm going to be honest with you. If this last week wasn't just in a total emotional wreck for me, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go in life, what I'm supposed to do with my career, what I'm supposed to do with this channel, with this blessing that God's given me, all of you are a blessing today. I want you to know that. Because every day I wake up and I read through the 99.999% of positive comments. You see the one, the 0.001 dirtbags. You are rare if you're a dirtbag. And I know that's not you that you're listening to this, especially with the word Jesus in the title, right? You encourage me. And I want that same joy for you. And so I'm sitting on the side of the road and I'm going, all right, God, what do you have for me? 2 balloon motors. This is impressive. Does it have to get to this to wake me up? I'm wondering what he's got for me. And I want you to know this, because we're crossing into 2024 and there's some really bad times coming. But if you look back on your life, nothing ever great happened during good times. The defining moments of your life were how you dealt with the difficult times, and then what happened after that, what choice you made, what path you chose to follow. And it's very important. That's why I have no problem being vulnerable in front of you, because I don't care what man thinks. I care more about what God thinks of me. The one that created me, that's who I care about. Now, I want to help people and encourage people, but I can't do that unless I'm constantly trying to make myself better. And in times like this, and like you're probably wondering, I'll just keep referring to this. I'm on the side of the road with my second blown motor. But I love this truck. I'm so grateful. God's blessed me so much. I would be remiss to not share this with you and hopefully encourage somebody, because when I started this channel, and I hope that you have this, and type the number 7 if you agree with this. If you can just help one person, it's all worth it. If you could just help one. And then when you help someone, it gives you so much encouragement in your spirit, in your mind, And you're so blessed from it that what happens is you go, I want that again. I want to go help someone else and help someone else. And before you know it, you start helping nations. You are called to help nations. And most of you probably don't. Well, no, I can't say that. Type 8 if you agree with that. And if you feel that in your spirit, in your heart, but maybe you don't know where to start. You are called to inspire and help nations, literally thousands and thousands of people. But most people don't know where to start. And it's so simple. All you have to do is start with one person. Maybe it's today, your goal is to go out into public and just to get someone to smile and to compliment someone and change their entire day. And it may be somebody that's on the verge of hurting themselves. I'm telling you what, go and do that. Somebody's gave me a super chat for the new motor fund. I don't need the super chats, please, but thank you. I'm very blessed. God's blessed my businesses, my companies, my investments. And if the only reason we get this thing to the dealership and the motor's not, I turned it on, it was clunking around, but let's say it's not, right? I'm hearing things, but it was supposed to make this video that I wasn't planning on doing today. I just wanted to be at rest and be at home with my family and friends and barbecue some meat and just enjoy their company. And I'm trying to decompress after this last week. I've been in 3 different states. Very emotional week in Las Vegas with the Silver Symposium. If anything, this is all for somebody here, then it was worth it. Then the stress, and I'm not even allow myself to be stressed. When you get prepared, you can't be scared. When you get hit with fiery arrows and you have all this preparedness that I've been talking about for 3 years, I have another vehicle to drive. I have multiple vehicles. Who cares if the paint's falling off of one? I'm blessed. And once you look at it from a side of you're blessed, and I started laughing on the freeway as my truck's detonating, and I started laughing. You know what that does to the enemy? The one that would want to harm you, whether it be a human or spiritual enemy, like Satan. It's like lumping hot coals on top of their head. And I believe that there. Sorry, I'm getting something right now. I'm trying to frame it up. There are people that are going to take this understanding or might already have it. Type 10 if you know what I'm going through, because to be a conqueror, you have to be willing to put your reputation online. A good person, a leader, does the right thing when everyone's watching and when no one is watching, right? This next year is as there's a massive battle spiritually and physically on this earth right now. And when you go from win to win to win, and you guys have heard me talk about this, when you're prepared, you become a winner. And people around you that have envy over you, that are jealous, and even though you're trying to help them, there's no helping some people. They're just so full of envy and hate. You just got to let them be off on their own. And just believe that God's going to put you in front of bigger men and women in this world to bring you up that next notch, so that you could bring the people underneath you up as well, right? When you go from win to win to win, you are going to find haters. You're going to find those that want to deceive you, want to hurt you, want to steal from you. And when you get to the point where you're like, I'm good, like my reward's in heaven, it's also on earth, but it's like, I honestly, I was planning on going to a parade in my local town and getting to see my son do a flyover, his first formation flyover. He just got trained up with his airplane, for the event. And I'm missing that. And I'm bummed. But I just talked to him on the phone. He's about ready to get into his airplane and go do this. And it's all for a reason. There might be a bad accident down the road that I was just saved from. There might be somebody here contemplating hurting themselves. And they're going to not do it because I'm broke down the side of the road and they came across a YouTube channel. I've heard of this stuff. I met a couple of people actually in Vegas that admitted that to me. So you see, everything's for a reason, good or bad. And I don't even know why I'm tearing up, honestly, because I'm just stoked to be here with you guys. I'm stoked that AAA is coming to pick up the truck. I'm stoked that everything's going to work out. That dealership's going to find out what they did. The mechanic's going to make it right. They're going to make it right. Everything's for a purpose. Especially a video that I didn't plan on making today. I hope you got something out of this, everyone. God bless you. If you are blessed, put it down below. If you are needing prayer for something, put it down below. And with that being said, the Economic Ninja's got to take a call from AAA. We'll see ya.